Thanks to Corwin Motors for sponsoring the Keeping Score podcast. At Corwin Motors, they're proud to be family-driven for over 100 years. Their commitment goes beyond selling cars. They're dedicated to serving our community and providing you with the highest quality vehicles to fit your lifestyle. Whether you're searching for reliability, style, or comfort, they got you covered. They understand that you rely on their website for accurate and up-to-date information, and it's their promise to deliver relevant, detailed content that meets your needs. So if you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or just want to learn more, visit CorwinMotorsKalispell.com. Welcome everybody to the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. This week, wrestling and swimming comes to an end as the state tournaments wrap up, and there's a lot of basketball to highlight with those makeup games from last week. So let's get into this week's highlights, just in case you happen to miss it. For Glacier, Kaura and Niko Coles earned individual championships Saturday at the state all-class wrestling tournament at First Interstate Arena. Kaura adds a third title to her resume after winning via technical foul over Flathead's Bella Downing at 115 pounds. In total, the Wolfpack placed 6 of the 8 boys they brought to the tournament and 4 of the 5 girls that made the trip. In the boys' team race, Billings West capitalized on a solid finals performance to pull away from Flathead and repeat as champions with 278 points. The Braves ended the day with 243.5, with Great Falls in third at 175. Glacier picked up a 6th place finish. Flathead had a pair of boys reach the championship round, but were unable to find the top step of the podium as Aiden Downing fell via pin to Butte's Bode Hazlitt at 144, and Loki Bigras couldn't rally from an early 7-0 deficit against West Gabe Rosales, who took a 14-6 major decision. 13 Braves wrestlers placed in the tournament. The Bravettes placed a pair in the finals, with Downing falling to Coles and Julia Kay being forced to retire from her match against Helena Capital's Taylor Lay, unfortunately due to a leg injury. The Bravettes finished 4th overall in team standings and 2nd of AA teams behind Billings Senior. Moving on to AA basketball, the Big Sky Eagles pulled away in the 4th quarter for a win over Glacier Wolfpack 50-43 Tuesday night. The Wolfpack only had one player reach double figures, with Liam L. scoring 13. Glacier took a 38-37 lead into the 4th quarter, but were outscored 14-5 in the final frame. After trailing by 15 points late in the 3rd quarter, the Glacier girls battled back to tie the game in the 4th, but the comeback attempt fell just short, losing to Big Sky at the Wolf Den 45-41 Tuesday night. The Wolfpack went on a 5-5 run in the 3rd quarter to bring the game within reach, but then went scoreless in the final 3 minutes when the game was tied at 41. Thursday night, both the boys and girls Glacier teams were able to beat Belgrade. Cooper Pelk scored 18 points, 10 of those coming in the 4th quarter, as Glacier put away Belgrade 58-38. Glacier girls swamped the Panthers 81-48 in the nightcap, with Carly Allen and Reese Ramey both scoring 22 points, and Riley Bigelow adding in 16 points off the bench for the Wolfpack. A 4th quarter rally came up short for the Flathead Bravettes on Tuesday, with Missoula Hellgate pulling away to take a 52-45 win. Caitlin Converse scored 13 points, and Ava Malman added 11 for Flathead, which fell to 2-11 overall and 1-7 in Western AA games. Thursday's matchup, Big Sky controlled the game from the 2nd quarter on and picked up a win 50-30 over the Bravettes. Ava Malman once again led Flathead by scoring half of the team's points, finishing with 15, all of them coming from the three-point line. It was 14-13 after the 1st quarter, but Big Sky increased their lead in all the remaining quarters to win by 20. For the Braves, their matchup on Thursday with Big Sky was a close game as the Eagles pulled off the road win 52-45. Flathead drew within 42-41 with 4 minutes remaining, but could never take the lead. Lyric Ursland led the team with 18 points, and Jordan Griffin added 12 off the bench. Braves dropped their other close game with Butte on Saturday, 75-67. Jordan Griffin led the team with 17 points. Lyric Ursland, Brody Zahn, and Corbin Eaton all finished with 14 each. For Class A hoops on Tuesday, Columbia Falls took down rival Whitefish 55-28 behind Annika Lawrence's 14 points. Taryn Borgen added 9, and Whitefish was led by Carmela Alfieri's 11. Thursday's matchup, Kaylin Marengo led all scorers with 14 points, including 3 3-pointers, and Ronan dominated Whitefish 63-20. Also on Tuesday, Braeden Gunlock scored a game-high 21 points, and sister Peyton added 20 as Bigfork cruised past Browning in Northwest A action. Kenny Wade added 14 for the Valkyries, who stayed undefeated in league play. Thursday night, it was once again the Braeden Gunlock show, and it was my game of the week, but for different reasons. Braeden Gunlock outscored the Pirates team with a 35-point night, leading the Valkyries to a comfortable win over Polson 71-27. Peyton Gunlock also again reached double figures with 10 points, and Peyton Despain added 9. Bigfork boys lost to Browning 57-47. Austin Savick led Bigfork with 18 points, while Tamrat Savick added 14. Thursday's matchup, Bigfork lost to Polson 47-41, with Austin Savick scoring 19 for the Vikings and the Pirates outscoring the Vikings 15-7 in the final quarter to earn the victory. Columbia Falls boys also beat Whitefish on Tuesday, with Bjorn Peterson scoring a game-high 15 points for a 77-52 win. Easton Brooks added 14 points, and Grady Hutton tallied 10 for the Wildcats, who led 25-10 after one quarter. Will Sisson led all scorers with 17 points for Whitefish, including 4 3-pointers. Kira Kampanen led all scorers with 10 points as the Libby Loggers struggled to generate any offense in their loss to Columbia Falls 55-12 in Thursday's matchup. For the boys, 3 Wildcats scored in double figures, led by Bjorn Peterson's 13 points, as Columbia Falls won easily 75-39 over the Libby Loggers on Thursday. Stanley Shumick added 12 for the Wildcats, and Easton Brooks finished with 10, all of his points coming from inside the arc. Moving on to swimming, Glacier senior Olivia Gibbons ended her prep career with the championship at the state swim meet that concluded on Saturday. Gibbons won the 100 freestyle title and was second in the 100 breaststroke for the Wolfpack, which had several girls reach the podium. Teammate Madeline McGahee, another senior, finished third in the 500 free and 100 butterfly for the pack as well. The pack's 200 medley relay of Gibbons, McGahee, senior Hannah Vornbrock, and freshman Ella Hummer finished third. Gibbons, McGahee, Vornbrock, and sophomore Kylie Blodgett teamed up to take second in the 200 freestyle relay. Flathead boys had 2 boys make the finals in individual events, Miles Flake in the 100 backstroke and Nick Taylor in the 200 individual medley. That is going to wrap up this week's highlights presented by Corwin Motors. It was a very busy week here with all of these state tournaments going on, so I apologize if I happen to miss any teams or players. Please do let us know. Congratulations on incredible seasons for all the swimmers and wrestlers, and we'll see you all next week on another episode of the Keeping Score podcast. Thank you.
Each of us all across this great land has a stake in maintaining and improving environmental quality, clean air and clean water, the wise use of our land, the protection of wildlife and natural beauty, parks for all to enjoy. These are part of the birthright of every American. To guarantee that birthright, we must act, and act decisively.
The Endangered Species Act, signed by President Richard Nixon, turned 50 years old in December, marking half a century of federal management and protection of specific species that are experiencing unprecedented decline. Daily Interlake reporter Kate Heston is bringing you a 4-part series on the ESA, taking a comprehensive look at the species most at risk in northwest Montana, how the legal process outlined in the law has helped some bounce back from near extinction, and what it means when the lines between federal and state protections for animals becomes blurred. To read Kate's stories in full, visit dailyinterlake.com.